What's up with y'all? It's Pop here, and I'm here today to make a video about the Philadelphia Eagles. Where should I get started? As we all know, as all Eagles fans know, we are a disgrace of an organization. We are in the worst division in football history, and we're by far the worst team in that division. Did I think that was possible? Absolutely not. Before the season coming in, I thought this was a easy division win for us. But as it turns out through the season, that all hopes and dreams and flashbacks of the Eagles that we thought we knew is gone. All of that's gone. So I wanna spotlight yesterday's game, and I feel as though the defense did pretty well against the Packers. You know, Packers are one of the most high powered offenses in the league right now. Aaron Rodgers has been on a absolute tear, and I thought we did pretty good against them. Um, Other takeaways from yesterday's game. Finally, they gave Jalen Rieger um time on special teams. You know, like that's what we've been asking for all season. Just let Jalen Rieger be the playmaker that we all knew he was at TCU. Like, instead of just blaming Howie Roseman for drafting Jalen Rieger over Justin Jefferson or not trading up for CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy, somebody like that, why not just let him be the playmaker he is? He might not be as good as those guys, but he's still a first round pick and he's still going to be a damn good receiver in this league. I like to compare him to Deshaun Jackson. I feel as though he can be our new Deshaun Jackson, you know, small receiver, but super fast and just always ready to make a play, right? You know, Jalen Hurts comes in the game, and one of his first throws is a 30-yard pass to Jalen Rigger. We have not seen that from Carson Wentz yet, you know? Um, I don't want to talk about the Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts starting situation just yet. Um, Again, uh, Darius Slay goes up against Devontae Adams, and again, does he give up a lot of yards? It wasn't just against DK Metcalf, you know. Uh, we found out that he's just not the elite corner we thought he was. Obviously, he's still a great corner, the best corner we've had in many years. But he's just not that elite all pro corner that we thought he was gonna be, you know? And we just see that now that he's going up against DK Metcalf and Devontae Adams. So, but definitely still a great corner nonetheless. You know, I definitely think he's gonna bounce back from these two games. Although he is injured, I'm not sure on his status for the next couple games. But yeah, those are some of the takeaways from yesterday's game. And then obviously the big topic to talk about was, should Jalen Hurts start over Carson Wentz? So me, I love Jalen Hurts. You know, I'm a big Alabama supporter. You know, so I saw Jalen Hurts in college, and I know how great of a quarterback he was. And then seeing him at Oklahoma, following him because I really like him as a player, I know what Jalen Hurts is capable of. He's a smart quarterback. He knows what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. Right? So I think I'm still questioning the pick till this day. Obviously, to draft a quarterback in the second round when you think you have your franchise quarterback, that's just questionable. But do I think he should start over Carson Wentz? The answer right now is I don't know. I don't know because there's two sides of the ball, right? So one side is, oh yeah, Jalen Hurts came in and he provided a spark for the team. What do we have to lose by starting him? Yes, I understand that side. And then the other side of the ball is, well, you're just hurting Carson Wentz's confidence and just not starting him for no reason, right? But I think I'm more on the Jalen Hurts side right now because I feel as though Carson Wentz just has a confidence problem. I think this organization has failed him in many ways, as many ways as he has failed this organization. Right? Not always his fault, you know. You can always bring up the injuries, right? His concussion in the playoffs last year, his torn ACL, his back injury, things like that. You can always bring those things up, but I feel as though this organization has failed him more than he's failed us, right? I think after the 2017 Super Bowl season, I feel as though everything just went downhill from there for Carson. He saw how the city, how some of his coaches and even some of his teammates rallied behind Nick Foles and would just forgot about him in an instant. He was the clear MVP candidate, and still to this day, I think he should have got that MVP award for taking the Eagles so far, right? 11-2 without, like, we were 11-2 before he got injured. So I still think to this day he should have won that MVP award. Do I think that MVP award would have definitely boosted his confidence? Yes, I do. Right? But I think ever since that 2017 season, the organization has always been iffy about him. And I don't know why, because for me, when he's at his best, he's a top 6 quarterback in this league, no doubt. No doubt he's a top 6 quarterback in this league when he is at his best. Right? And like I see a lot of these sports analysts saying, like, no one forgets how to play football in one season. Carson Wentz last year became the first quarterback ever to have 4,000 passing yards and not have a receiver with more than 500 receiving yards. I don't know about you, but for me, that is a great accomplishment. When his best receiver most of the year was Nelson Aguilar, and he had 4,000 yards, that's just great. Right? So I don't think that Carson Wentz should just be thrown under the bus right now. But I do think he needs to be held accountable, because although we have not been able to provide him with the weapons that he deserves, and there's always this controversy, this quarterback drama, I do think he needs to be held accountable, because there's some fault on him too. Missing wide open receivers, missing open reads, holding the ball too long, right? There's just too many factors that go into the situation to just decide what is really the right answer. Right now, for me, I love Carson Wentz. Right? I love Carson Wentz. If he gets traded, if he, like, whatever, I will root for him wherever he goes. I love Carson Wentz. He's a good dude. He's always done good things for Philly. But for right now, I think we should start Jalen Hurts to see what we have. Right? Because if Jalen Hurts can give us the same production that he gives us, like, why not start him? Right? Now, I'm not saying we should start him next season, right? But I think we should light a fire under Carson, right? Like, I don't know if he takes it like that anymore, because I was seeing some reports that he was heartbroken over the Jalen Hurts draft pick, and that he feels as though he needed to prove himself again. My thing is, somebody who wants to be great doesn't need other people's approval, right? So if he's looking for other people's approval all the time, I don't think he's going to go very far with that, if I'm being totally honest. He needs to know from within that I'm that dude. 3 years ago, I was an MVP candidate in my second year in the league. I was an MVP candidate. I almost won MVP over who people might call the greatest quarterback of all time, in Tom Brady. But I got injured, right? And it wasn't his fault. He's not an injury-prone quarterback, right? He's just unlucky. He doesn't put himself in a position to get injured all the time like an injury-prone quarterback would, right? So do I think we should start Jalen Hurts? If you ask me, it's an I don't know, but I'm more on the start Jalen Hurts side, because yes, he did provide us a spark, and yes, we need to see what we have, right? I feel bad for him that he got drafted into such a organization with so much drama, so unstable, right? When his whole career he's been a winner. He won at Alabama, he won in high school, he was winning in Oklahoma. He comes to the Eagles, right? A former winning organization, and they just are going through some drama, right? All he knows how to do is win, right? So to be drafted here and to be treated like this is just unfair for him, if I'm being totally honest. And the two other topics that are really important that not so many people talk about is, one, why is Miles Sanders not getting as many touches as he should? Miles Sanders is a big part of this team, a big part of our future. And he's just not getting as many touches as he should be, right? There's just, you can go on and on and on of problems with this team, but for me right now, the biggest things are, why isn't Miles Sanders getting touches, right? He when he gets touches, he shows why he deserves to have the ball in his hands. He's a playmaker, right? And the one of the other big things that no one's talking about is, why is Alshon Jeffrey on the field? I don't care if he's making $100 million. I don't care if he's the only player on the team. Why is he on the field taking away snaps from Jalen Reagor, taking away snaps from Travis Fulgham and John Hightower? Why? He doesn't contribute anything to the team. He's not a veteran leader. He's not anything. He's slow. He doesn't create separation. He's lost his footwork. He's just a bad receiver. Just like any other Eagles receiver that we've had in the recent years. He's just a bad receiver, but yet he gets more or almost the same amount of snaps as Travis Fulgham, who has been playing out of his mind this season. I just don't understand. And all of it comes down to what's going on upstairs. Right? What's going on in the front office? What's going on with Howie? What's going on with Doug? What's going on with Jeffrey Lurie? At this point, for me, if you ask me, we need to clean house. Howie needs to go. Doug needs to go. Right? We need to. Jim Schwartz has been kind of like his defense. This defense has been saving him, but he's just done so much in the past that I don't think anything he does now can fix what he did before. Right? I think he needs to go too. We just need to start fresh. And I will give Carson Wentz one more season. If I see flashes of his old self with a new system, then we need to keep him here. And it's just that simple. Right? I think Carson deserves one more season, but with new scenery. Right? New head coach, new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator, maybe even a new quarterbacks coach. Right? You know, I bring up the idea, we hear Dan Orlovsky talk all the time about how much he loves Carson Wentz and always talking about how he can fix Carson Wentz. Why doesn't Jeffrey Lurie give him a call? Right? So, those are some Eagles takes I have right now. I don't think there's too much. There's definitely other things to talk about. But in the moment, right now, I can't think of anything else that is very apparent to right now that needs to be talked about other than Miles Sanders needs to get more touches. We need to clean house. We need to fix this quarterback drama. And we just need to play better. It's crazy that we're in a disgrace of a division and we're the disgrace of the division. We are the laughingstock of the division. Every team other than us has a great future. The Redskins, they have Terry McLaurin. They have that great D-line. Chase Young. They're a quarterback and a cornerback away from being a legit playoff team. You have the Cowboys, who have 3 receivers that at any point in time can go for 1,000 yards. Dak Prescott is injured, but we know what Dak Prescott is when he's not injured. Right? And they have Ezekiel Elliott. They have a pretty good old line. And then you have the Giants, who have Daniel Jones, who can get better. Right? They have a couple young guys over there who are really proving themselves. And every team in this division has a better future than us. I'm sorry if I called the football team the Redskins. I did not mean to do that. But every other team in this division has a great future. And I don't see a great future. I don't see a great future for us. So that's all I have to talk about today. I have no idea what I'm going to title this video. I went crazy with the topics. But let's see who starts next week. The Saints are probably the best team of the last couple weeks in the league. I mean, in the NFC. Best team in the NFC in the last couple weeks, right? They're red hot. Who knows if Drew Brees starts? Who knows if Taysom Hill starts? But honestly, I am guessing we lose this game by a lot, by a wide margin, right? But I hope this next game coming up is a wake-up call. I don't care if it's a wake-up call for Jalen Hurts, for Carson Wentz, for Alshon Jeffrey. I don't care who it's for Doug Peterson, for Jim Schwartz, for Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie. It has to be a wake-up call for somebody, and somebody has to spark some change. because us as Eagles fans, we don't deserve this. We just won the Super Bowl 3 years ago, and now we're at the bottom of the league. So those are my thoughts on next week's game. Those are my thoughts on yesterday's game. Other than that, if you have any other topics or opinions or arguments, you can leave them in the comments. I will read the comments and I will answer any, feedback, anything. Right? If you want to talk, I'll leave my Twitter in the description. But other than that, go Birds, I guess. Alright, see you next video.